Hi, I'm Jason Hobbs. Thanks for taking the time to let me walk you through something. In this video, we're going to walk through setting up your email opt-in, where you're adding to a specific Mailchimp list for your free Mailchimp account. And we're going to set all that up within Rainmaker, which is the marketing platform that I use for all of my business and obviously all my clients' business as well. So this is going to start out in, we're going to need to set up a Mailchimp account. So we'll go to Mailchimp and go ahead and sign up free. At this point, you're going to need to, they're going to let you sign up quick, and no credit cards are going to be required, and you'll be able to basically hit the ground running. So we're going to set it up real quick. We're going to create your initial list, email list within Mailchimp. Then we're going to head over to the Rainmaker website, and which is your domain name. So like jasonhobbsllc.com is my Rainmaker website. It's using WordPress, but it's a highly customized or highly modified version of WordPress. So, and Rainmaker is where we're going to connect your account, your Mailchimp account that we're setting up, with Rainmaker, so that you can collect automatically, email addresses and add people specifically to a list and move them to a different list using the marketing automation as well, which we'll get to probably not in this video, but in a future video. So, but we're setting the foundation for that here by setting up the free Mailchimp account, as well as obviously using Rainmaker. If you get the retail version from Copyblogger Media, which I highly recommend, or I'm a value-added reseller, so you can talk with me and I can get you set up as well. All right, so as far as this goes, you're going to need to choose an email. So we'll use Aki and testing Aki, and then save that. All right, so I set up the password. I'm going to create the account. Okay, so I'll go and save that. Thanks for signing up. I need to go over and check my email and click the activate account in the message that was sent to Aki at Jason Hobbs LLC. There we go. So this is testing Aki, and I'm going to go ahead and click. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and confirm that I am in fact not a robot. Okay, so go ahead and give them your first and last name, your primary email address that you want associated with your account. So in this instance, I used Aki at jasonhobbsllc.com. But you would want whatever your actual account, like for my main account, it's Jason at jasonhobbsllc.com is the email address. So, and I've seen other people that use support or email or Mailchimp at their domain name.com. Whatever you want to choose, just use it. It's all, any of them will work. You can give your organization info. So like for me, it's 1 to 5. 6 to 10. Do you have left emails? No. I'm not starting with any. If you do, then you could just mark yes, and at some point they're going to prompt you to upload a CSV file of your members. So, but I don't have any. Are you setting this up for a client? Let's say that yes, or if you're setting it up for yourself. Actually, in my live video today, I did my live broadcast this morning. I mentioned about the, I had multiple clients, mine and then 2 clients on my Mailchimp account. But for the most part, I've set them up where it's their own their own business account. So I'll go in and set it up for them, and then they'll take care of it from there. Either way, I mean, it's just to give you an idea. So Jason Hobbs LLC. put my domain name, I give my address, and this is for the no spam stuff. I mean, obviously you're not going to be spamming your customers, or you better not. So, you know, with great power comes great responsibility. So I'm gonna walk you through everything that you need to do to get your business up and running. But obviously you have to serve your customer, right? And part of that is you don't want to spam them. They're giving you access to their ears, so to speak, as far as they're allowing you to email them. Respect that. Mine, obviously, you have a bunch of different options. Choose the one that applies to you. That was Aki, my mom's rescue. So I set up a Gravatar, I believe, for this account just because I've used it a bunch of times for different, whatchamacallit. I can't even think today. I'm not even gonna. So subscribe if you want the email, save and get started. All right. So now you have a Mailchimp account, and as you can see, it's populated up here. So it's addressing me, and it's giving my organization name. So this is where you access your account settings. This is where you can search. Once you have a bunch of lists and you have a bunch of campaigns servicing the various lists, then you're going to probably want to use this search box more often because you know what specific list or whatever that you want to dig deeper into. So rather than having to go fish and find it otherwise, it's a little bit easier to use the search box. That's why they pointed out so soon, but you don't really need it as much right now. Like with this account, I'm starting with nothing, right? So obviously I'm not going to need it now, but if you're importing a bunch of lists and members and all that, then you'll be able to use that from the beginning. So we're going to go ahead and create a list, your initial list, and we're just following the prompts here. So we're going to give this list a name. This is the test, and I'm going to have the Aki as the default email. The default from name will be my business name. That's how I typically set it up. Give a reminder. You asked for additional information from the Jason Hobbs opt-in form following all right. So the idea though is that you just want you want to help remind them why they're getting this email. Why are they on this list? Why is there an engagement with you? I guess is the best way to put it. So I'll probably end up coming back and improving that over time. But you have to start with something. So notifications, if you want to be notified, daily summary, one by one, and one by one as far as unsubscribed as well. I leave all of them. I don't really want to be. I get enough email, so. So we saved the list, or we're hoping to save the list. For some reason. I obviously am not the greatest typer in the world, or typist. This is so annoying. I love having to refill everything out. It really makes my day. It really gets you on a roll, because you do it and then you get to come back and redo it. So remind people how they get on your list. You ask for it, basically. All right. So, and I don't want any of these, so I'll go ahead and save it. See if we can. Yay, we did save it. Awesome. So now we're ready for sign up forms, and I want the embedded form. This is so that I can connect it to my Rainmaker website. So let's see. show only required fields for this one. So I'll go ahead and copy that to my clipboard. Now I'm going to head back over to Rainmaker and go to design, head over to the content areas, and at this point you're going to want to basically open up a throwaway widget. So I just basically put it into the inactives, went ahead and pasted the code snippet that I got from Mailchimp, and the only thing I need to extract from this code snippet is the form action here. So, and you do not need the quotation marks. So everything within the quotation marks I'm going to cut out. You can see that only the quotation marks are remaining. So that means that I can go ahead and delete that. And then I'm going to grab the opt-in form here, and I'm going to put it into here. We give it the form action. We fill out the email, and by putting email in all caps there, what we're letting Mailchimp know is that, okay, it's getting this information from Rainmaker. When this person comes to my website, they enter their email address and they click that button, it sends this information over to Mailchimp, and Mailchimp needs to know, okay, what exactly is this? We have this list. I understand I need to add this person to this list. There's an email address attached, is what we're telling it. So the email field, it knows to say, okay, boom, this is an email. Let me put it in. And obviously they start to keep track of that individual. As long as that person, because this is set up where it's going to be a double opt-in. So they opt in the first opt-in is when they click the button after they've entered their email address. The second opt-in is when, or the double opt-in aspect is that they then confirm their email address by clicking a link that's emailed to the email address they provided, right? I like to keep it that way because at the end of the day, I'm not worried about getting everybody on my list. I'm worried about getting you on my list because I can actually help you accomplish some things, right? So it's not about getting everyone there. And if you know that you're going to get something, a positive outcome or something that you deem valuable because you get signed up to this list, and you know that I'm not actually on the list for final, so to speak, or in reality it's not completely it's not final. The process is not complete until you click the link. If you understand that, then you're going to go take care of that, and that lets me know that definitely I got the right email address, so I know that I have the ability to contact you. Now the next step is for me to respect that and give you information that's actually helpful to you. So what we're going to want to set up is we want to go ahead and set up, so we have the form, right? And you're going to want to put whatever your name is, and the title is basically you get for signing up. All I ask for is your email address, which you verify. This is probably a little bit wordy, but the idea is you just want to be specific. You want them to understand what is next and what to do next. So all I ask is, I ask for your email address, which you confirm by clicking a link emailed automatically to the email address you submit. So maybe that makes sense, maybe that doesn't. So give me All right. So we have it connected. Now, the final step in this that we're going to set up right now in this video is we're going to go back over to our Mailchimp account and we're going to set up an automatic welcome message. So let's head back over here. Let's go to so it is a paid feature. Okay, so let me sign out and sign back into my actual account. And I have one set up here as well, like a test one. I put it under Anna Susani or Anna Photography. She's one of my customers, and I'm using her as kind of a explanation or an example that I'm, as to document the process as I go through it with her. So we'll head over here, and then we have. Let's go over to the list. Let's go to on photography. Okay, so automation. What I'm going to do is create an automation workflow, and I'm going to select my list. The list being the on photography. Let's reload the page. Okay, good. So we chose an on photography, and now select a workflow. What we want, I believe, is the welcome message. Send a welcome email after subscriber joins your list. So this is Anna. All right, so the from name and the email address I just leave as my main one. Obviously, she would have her own for honest, something or whatever at honestizani.com. And you would do the same for yours. So if yours is, Billy at, crustybagels.com or something, then that's what you would type in there. If you want the activity digest email, you can set it up. Do you want to track the opens? You can set up Google Analytics, link tracking, as long as you're you're going to connect your Google Analytics account. So authenticate email. Personalize the to field. See, you can use the merge text, but I'm not gonna right here. So we'll go ahead for next. Trigger workflow when the following conditions are met. Okay, and I'm that one subscriber, so as soon as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and automation email 1, which is the welcome email. So we go to there. I'm going to keep it simple. I just like to send text. So that maybe we'll go into some other stuff at another time, but as far as for me, I prefer the simplicity of just sending a text email. And really what the idea is, you're looking to, here is the value I promised you when and then from there you can set up, as you can see, you can do a link. So maybe I'm going to want to put a link over to where they would go to if they're, let's say, okay, so for an example, let's say that in this example you get access to my free library, let's say. All right, so we'll go ahead and save that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set up a page on Rainmaker where they receive whatever the value that you're offering them. And in this instance, when I say a free, access to my free library, I mean that because you're on this email list, you've paid for access to this, so you don't have to become a member of my actual, Rainmaker office or my Rainmaker website yet. The first step is you gave me your email address, I'm going to deliver on that value. The second step is to give you additional value in order for you to actually log in, set up your member account, and log in to my website. Because now you're going to get additional stuff on top of the value that I already gave you, up front, right? So let's go over to, we're just going to add a new page. We'll keep it simple. We'll use one of the WordPress pages, if you will, or it's just a regular, I call them administrative pages, is basically how I look at them. So this is for all right, and we'll throw that in. Now I'm not using any of the membership stuff. I'm going to say no membership required because this is just free. I'm just happy that you took advantage of it, right? So if I have a listing of free videos that I'm putting on my YouTube channel, but I have them in order here, and I have some supplemental links associated with each one to kind of help you along, basically, then you get all that for free, but I get the opportunity to email with you. And really what I'm looking to do in that first email is get you over here. So I set this page up, go ahead and publish it, and I can update it and so forth, but I'm going to go ahead and get it published so that I can link to it. So I'm going to copy the link address, head back over here, and say, okay, this is where I want you to go. Okay. So let's take this out and say, okay, so let's see. Okay, so we're going to set up a link here. So we'll click that, and we're going to send them there. Here's the course I promised. Let's just keep it simple. Oh, thanks. Okay, so go ahead and break that link. Alright, so go ahead and save and close it and finish. Alright, so go ahead and delete that. Alright, so we have the email workflow set up, And the way that I've set it up is it's going to automatically bring them to this page. So this is welcome free email content, and you'll see that even if I log out, it still shows the exact same, right? As far as it still shows the, because all I had added was that one header tag of welcome email free content, and then I gave the title, the page a title, and published the page. So, and then, so all that I need to do is log in. So go to your domain name /admin, and it's going to ask you to force you to log in before it's going to then redirect you to your dashboard on the back end, which is what we're looking at here. And this is the one for Jason Obbs LLC. So I see my Google Analytics summary. I see my podcast downloads, which none this week so far. And then, shows for the year. It also has the membership order status and tells me the different pages and how many visits they get, the top searches, and just gives me some basic information on the health of my business all in one spot. So if I want to update that page, so let's go over here and sort by that as far as the most recent published, which means it's going to give me the welcome email free content. And here we have where I can go and I can grab a YouTube video. Let's say that I wanted to put this in there. So that's my my video from earlier. I always forget. I just want the video. I think if I go here, yeah. So a double opt-in means, whoops. All right, so I go to share and embed, and it's going to give me the embed code for this specific video. So I can head back over here and I'll end up moving this. But I wanted to show you how the process works as well, because it's going to show you that all you need is that one, you just need the URL of where the YouTube video is hosted. So I leave that, and as you can see, I have it set on text. So do that. I'm not using the visual editor currently. So I'll go ahead and update this. And once we head back out, we're going to see the video as well. And it'll automatically fill it up as far as, the available space. You still have the heading above it. And then what I'm planning to do is add in, I'll go ahead and show you real quick. This is how I set up my, okay, so when you're filling out your content area for any website, and that includes the widgets, and that includes the body of the post and the body of the pages and all that, this area, use the they're called column classes by Genesis, and it allows you to very simply break up your content. So what I like to do is start with a clear fix div, and I'm sure there's a developer that's going to tell me how I'm wrong, but in some manner. But I then go into, and let's say that I want a half and half, right? So I want to split the space right below the video on this page that people that opt in are going to be delivered to. I want it, I want below the video to be able to put some links, to maybe 2 sets of links, we'll say, to start. I'm not sure. But so I'll just divide it into halves, right? So 1/2 class, okay, hit space first, and then go ahead and you have to put that in parentheses, and then you have to close out the div or the opening tag for that div. So I've done this, and actually that's what I'll do is I'll make this I'll get a copy and paste setup so that all you have to do is copy and paste into your page area, your body area, wherever you want to put this, but it'll already have the clear fix wrapped around the half and half. So the first one, oops, Oops. And then, so you don't have to worry about doing this, but it will automatically do put half and half for you. And then it won't look weird afterwards, like suck stuff up that's below, like the comments or something, because it has the clear fix taken care of. So, oh yeah, one half. Do that again. And then you have to have two, because I need to close, first I have to close this 1/2 one, and then I have to close the clear fix. So now I have, just to give you, so you can see what I'm talking about, I'll go ahead and update it. Okay, and we'll go to the front. You'll see the video, and then you'll see side by side the first one and the second one. So, and then I can, paste within that. It's real easy to do, because all that I have to remember is I have to, keep it inside of that div. So I'll put it there, and then I'll write or type. I can put other tags. I can put, just type in text. I can copy and paste a code snippet in, or whatever. But as long as it doesn't break this div, it opens and it closes, and you put your stuff within it, you're good. So it makes it really easy to kind of divide up your page, and especially when you're doing a blog post, or you're doing a transactional page or something, where you're putting a testimonial, and right beside it maybe a opt-in form or whatever. So go ahead and update it, and then while I'm thinking about it, I'll go ahead and finish with this. I promised that I would give you the copy and paste version of this. So go ahead and copy this, head back over to GistBox. I'm going to go ahead and create a new gist. Okay, and then alright. Yeah, it's going to correct me. Not sure why. Alright, so okay, so we'll go ahead and make it public, and save it, and then let's see, what's the best way to, we'll embed the gist. So we'll grab that, head back over here, and then yeah, this is HTML, so wait, no, it's CSS. What? No, it is HTML. That was the problem. So let me go fix that. Yeah, there we go. They have the CSS already included on your Rainmaker site. So, all right, well, hopefully you got something out of this. I'll try and make the next one better. So thanks for taking the time, and if you have any questions, just email me, jason@jasonhobbsllc.com. See you next time. How do I